I've been requested to record this presentation tonight. So, okay, guys. So the company, or the company that we're going to be introducing you tonight is called World, and World is a life sensing technology company. Okay, and so we're going to get right into the slides, guys. Real quick before I get started, I talk really fast, and so if you're trying to take notes, don't get frustrated. We can certainly get back with the person who invited you at the end, and we'll get all of your questions answered. Okay, so a couple of different themes that are going to kind of be going through the presentation, guys, that I want you to just keep in the back of your mind is, it's good to be a copycat sometimes if you're copying the right cat, okay? And when it comes to business, definitely somebody that we should all copy and that we can all learn something from is this gentleman right here, Bill Gates. Everybody knows him, no secret there. But he's got a great quote that's something I want you to keep in mind as we go through this information. And that quote is real simple. The secret of success in business is in detecting where the world will go and to get there first, okay? And guys, especially in technology, it's all about who got to market first. Because let's be honest, in technology, nothing is sacred, nothing is proprietary, nothing is patented. The iPhone is a great example. If they could patent that, there'd be no other touch screens, there'd be no other FaceTime, there'd be no other music, live streaming, or any of that stuff because they got there first, but everything could be reverse engineered. So the key to getting a big market share is being the first to market, okay? So that's one thing we're going to talk about. And then the other thing we're really going to stress, and I want you to just keep in the back of your mind as we go through this information, is understanding value versus price, okay? Anybody can look at a price tag and say, oh, that's, whatever, $80, $300, $400, whatever. But it takes a very smart, intelligent person to understand the true value, okay? So value versus price, and getting there first is the way to do it in business, okay? So we're going to get right into it, guys. And the space that we're talking about is the wearable technology space. And so, one thing I learned a long time ago, many, many years ago, was that documentation beats conversation every day of the week, okay? And so when we start talking about this space, guys, this is not my opinion of where the space is going. This is not our company's opinion. This is the opinion of the experts who track this stuff. And I'm talking the Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, Business Insider. And so here's what they say about the wearable tech space, okay? If you look at the Wall Street Journal graph in the bottom right-hand corner, or left-hand corner, sorry, right, left, okay, I'll get it right the rest of the way. They track the number of worldwide sales and shipments of wearable devices, okay? You can see in 2013, that number was 8 million, which if you told me that, that's fairly impressive. 8 million devices shipped around the world, right? It's a lot of wearable technology devices. But what's even crazy, more impressive, is how fast it's growing. And it's growing, guys, exponentially. It's not going up 1.2 million a year or 3 million a year. I mean, it's going up by multiples of 100% a year or more, okay? So when you look at how many devices were shipped out in 2016 sold worldwide, that number ballooned up to 111 million devices, okay? So a lot of people think, okay, well, that's kind of the plateau, right? Well, no, because according to the Wall Street Journal, guys, the real exponential growth is going to happen in the next 3 years, okay? By 2020, the number of devices sold 2020 will be 411 million devices, all right? So as you're sitting here looking at this as a business opportunity, I want you to understand, the T in timing is always more important than the T in talent, okay? Getting in front of the wave is investing your money. Getting in behind the wave is spending your money, right? And so as a business opportunity, you're definitely in the right place at the right time, okay? What does that mean in terms of dollars, guys? Forbes magazine says that the wearable tech market is going to be a $34 billion market by 2020. So when we think about, getting there first, understanding where the world's going to go and get there first, guys, that's a huge, huge advantage to, having our share of that pie, okay? Our piece of the $34 billion pie is getting there first, okay? So that's what the experts are saying. That's the wearable technology space. and that's where it's headed. So why are we so excited, and why was I so excited to get involved in this, guys, is real simple. The device that we're introducing, I'm going to skip that, skip this slide here. Okay, so the device that we're introducing to the market is called a Helo. It's a health and lifestyle oracle, okay? It is the most advanced wearable technology available on the market. It truly is a game changer in healthcare, and here's why, guys. You know, the other devices that we're talking about in the wearable tech space are really geared towards fitness, okay? And so they count your steps and your calories and how much, you know, how many times you ran around the block, and, you know, maybe your heart rate, okay? Because that's real, you know, important in fitness to understand your heart rate. But none of those things are really health indicators, okay? So what our device is doing is creating a space, because the data that we're providing really is important data in terms of helping people make better choices about their healthcare, about their exercise, about their diet, about their activity levels, about their lifestyle, really. That's why it's called a health and lifestyle oracle, okay? So what is our device tracking, guys? Well, you can see everything listed over there on the bottom right. I'm going to start with the plus more part of it, okay? So coming in 2017, guys, the device is going to have the ability to monitor blood alcohol. It's going to monitor blood temperature. It's going to monitor, it's going to have a mosquito shield, right? So it's going to have the ability to emit a frequency that repels mosquitoes, which that doesn't sound like a huge problem maybe in parts of the United States. If you live in the South, it does, because the mosquitoes are like that big, right? I've been in the South, I know. But in other parts of the world, guys, it's a huge problem. So that's going to be a great feature. Also, it's going to have the ability to monitor blood glucose levels, guys. And I'm going to explain to you just how huge that is as we get to a couple of slides later. So that's the stuff that's coming. What it does now is phenomenal, though, okay? So when you look at blood pressure, heart rate, EKG, I'm going to come back to that stuff. So, you know, just some stuff, steps, calories, measures your fatigue levels, measures your sleep quality, how many hours of deep sleep, how many hours of light sleep, how many times did you wake up. It monitors your breath rate, can even monitor your emotions. And then the big three, guys, blood pressure, heart rate, and EKG. These are the true indicators of health, right? Because, you know, that's why the first thing they do when you go into a doctor's office is take your blood pressure. A lot of people don't realize that, you know, it's called the silent killer for a reason. And it's because most people walking around have no idea that they have an issue, right? 50% of the population has a gene variant that makes them more susceptible to heart disease and heart failure. So half the people you know are genetically inclined, more genetically inclined to have a heart attack or to have heart failure, okay? 1 in 3 Americans have high blood pressure, and most of them aren't even aware of it. And the reason they're not aware of it is because it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, right? You go to the doctor once or twice a year, they take your blood pressure, it is what it is, right? But when you're wearing a device similar to this, and you can see the app there on the phone, it's constantly measuring your blood pressure. So the user becomes much more aware of their situation. You know, I mean, I have slightly elevated blood pressure. When I was getting it when I was getting it taken once a year at best, right, I didn't really pay attention to it. When I'm looking at it every single day on my wrist, I'm paying attention to it, okay? So that's really, really important. Heart rate, EKG, as we had a lady on our team, her EKG read irregular or abnormal like 3 or 4 times. So she went to the doctor, ran a bunch of tests, find out she has a heart murmur, okay? Guys, finding out you have a heart murmur before something bad happens is a huge, huge advantage. That can be the difference between life or death. And I'm not trying to be over dramatic or anything, but knowing you have, most people don't know there's an issue until they're either in a hospital bed or worse, okay? So guys, great benefits, really important data that it's tracking, and that's just some of the features. We're going to talk about a few more of them, okay? So what else can you do with this thing, guys? Well, one of the things, you know, I always tell people that if you think it's important to monitor your vitals, probably you have some loved ones that you should monitor as well, okay? You know, my quick story why I'm so passionate about this device is, you know, I lost my mom about 6 years ago, okay? She died of a heart attack in her sleep, was relatively healthy other than she died of a heart attack. She needed a stent put in, and she was the only one that knew, her and her doctor, that she needed a stent. and she was a procrastinator. She didn't like doctors. She didn't like getting, poked and prodded and all that good stuff. So she was just procrastinating, and it killed her. Okay. If the device had been on her wrist, I would have been able to monitor her vital signs and even set the guardian function so that if something went too high or too low, I'd get an alert. I would have seen some signs that something was up. And I truly, I have not a doubt in my mind that this device would have saved my mom's life. So it's a huge, huge benefit and peace of mind to be able to monitor your loved ones from, halfway around the world to across the country, to across the street, state, to across the town. Okay. So huge benefit, guys, being able to monitor your loved ones and the guardian function. Okay. Also, the panic button, right? Guys, this is really a mass market device. So when you start looking at all the features that it has, there's lots of people who simply buy it for this feature, peace of mind. Okay. Say hello to continuous monitoring of the Helo. Not only will it help you in your everyday life, but it'll also be a useful companion if you're in trouble. So what happens is, as if your spouse, if your parents, if your kids are in an unsafe situation, or maybe they've had an accident, they've been hurt or whatever, they can initiate the panic button there on the side, and you're going to receive, or 1 to 3 people, whoever's programmed in, is going to receive an alert on your phone and via an email that, hey, so-and-so is in sending an SOS request. In that message, that's going to have the physical address as well as GPS coordinates. Okay, so physical address, so you can call first responders and get them there, and then the GPS coordinates so that you can get there yourself. Okay, so the panic button, a huge, huge benefit. Not only are we tracking your health and monitoring your health and giving you all that data and information, that's helping you make better decisions about your health care, but guys, we're also making you healthier with the health enhancing stones, right? It's a hypoallergenic silicone band. It contains titanium plates with 99.9% pure germanium. So I'm not going to go into all the health benefits of germanium stones, okay? But a couple things about it. You can Google it, guys. There's too many to mention here. Unless y'all want to stay on here for like 4 hours, I'll be happy to tell you about it all. But it's a natural antioxidant. The biggest thing it does, which leads to all these health benefits, is it increases blood circulation by up to 85%. And that's the graph that you see there on the right, okay? Top hand is without it. The bottom hand is with it. Scientifically proven, within 13 minutes, blood circulation has improved by 85%. Guys, that's huge. Lots of great things happen when you have better blood circulation, more oxygen in your blood. Your organs work better, your brain works better, you're healthier, your immune system works better. All those things come from having increased blood circulation, and the germanium stones are scientifically proven to do that. That's one of the functions that they do, okay? So with all that, guys, I might be a little bit biased, but that's okay. But there really is no comparison. So one of the things I want you to understand here, okay? If you look at the graph on the left there, the comparison chart, right? Because many of you have been with other companies or have looked at other companies or whatever. And here's what I'm going to say about other companies. There are many, many, many great products out there on the market, okay? Many of them, right? The problem with them is there are thousands and thousands of competitors, thousands and thousands of products, and there's nothing that differentiates them, okay? The average consumer doesn't know the difference when they're reading the label of this product and reading the label of this product, and it's telling them basically the same thing, that it's going to make them lose weight, that it's going to increase their metabolism, that they're going to burn fat, or that their wrinkles are going to go away or whatever. So there's just too much. There's too many competitors. When you look at the wearable tech space, guys, there's only 6 or 7 players in the field, okay? And when you look at those players, guys, they don't come anywhere near to what our product does, okay? So when you look at the hearts, down the right-hand side, all the things we do compared to them. So when you look at the price point, guys, $319, we're not the least expensive, we're not the most expensive, we're somewhere, kind of in the middle, but the value that we're adding to the consumer and the value that we're giving the consumer, guys, is incredible compared to those other devices, okay? And we have a business opportunity. So, what does that mean? As I wear a Garmin, wrist watch to when I play golf that tells me the distances to the pin and stuff, right? And, first time I wore it, All the guys at the golf course loved it. A bunch of them went down, hey, where'd you get that? I told them Dick's. They went to Dick's and they bought it. And, that was pretty much the end of that. Dick's didn't send me a check and they didn't send me a thank you card. Well, guys, we have a business opportunity where if you're just doing an opportunity, even if you're just a customer, where if you're just sharing the product and telling your friends about it and they want to go buy it, the company's going to reward you and you can make some part-time income doing that. Okay. Another thing about value versus price, guys, I was in my doctor's office the other day getting my ankle x-rayed, and he was, looking at the device, and he was convinced it had to cost over $1,000. That's a medical doctor. He asked me, I showed him a couple things, blood pressure, whatever. He's like, wow, that thing's amazing. That has to cost at least $1,000, right? I said, no. $320. Okay. So just a great comparison chart there, guys. And again, there's really not much. We've been featured on Fox News, technology trends that will dominate 2017. So we were featured on that segment a couple different times. The CES, guys, that's a Consumer Electronics Show in January. Toshiba, a household name. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. They actually unveiled the new Helo LX to the world at that show. So lots of good stuff coming out of that, guys. Why is the future so bright? Well, there's a few reasons, right? We're really excited about what's happening and the momentum and the space and all that. But really what's leading that push, guys, are those three companies right there. The tripod of success, what we like to call it, World, Quality, and Toshiba. So World, guys, 5-year-old company. We're pushing the demand for this product, and we've had great success doing that. And in driving that demand, guys, we have to have a company that can manufacture and keep up with demand. And guys, that company is Quality Manufacturing. They're a top 100 manufacturing firm in the world. They have the ability, so here's a little clue for you, right? They have the ability to manufacture over 3 million Helos per month, right? So again, we can supply the demand. And then the big big business partnership or strategic partnership there is with Toshiba, guys. Okay, so they're the power behind. Our device is powered by Toshiba. They did the press release that you see there on the left-hand side. It says World is the first to use Toshiba's app-like chipset for blood pressure and EKG monitoring as part of its next generation smart wearable device, the Helo, right? They came to us back before the end of the year. They're the ones who approached us about unveiling the Helo LX at the CES. So guys, understand the CES is a consumer electronics show where Dell and Microsoft and Apple and Samsung, all these companies are there to feature their product. Toshiba wanted to feature our product that's powered by their app light, okay, the chipset. So super honored and privileged to do that, guys. Just to kind of put that in perspective for you, Toshiba, guys, is a household name, $50 billion company. Never before in network marketing or direct sales has a company in the direct sales industry had the backing and a business relationship with a household name like Toshiba. And, so the only reason I point that out, guys, is, they absolutely did their due diligence, and they vetted us up, down, and sideways. And so that's an incredible amount of credibility there when a company like Toshiba is willing to put their name behind a product. Okay. And then the other thing, guys, that we talked about a little bit earlier, the blood glucose monitoring, launch of the world's first wearable, non-invasive, continuous blood glucose technology, guys. That's a huge, huge feature to this product. It's coming out later this year, the fourth quarter. Just to kind of give you an idea, guys, the average person, there's 100 million pre-diabetics in the United States and 29 million diabetics, type 1s. And in the world, guys, there's 415 million diabetics, okay? Worldwide, it's $673 billion are spent in the diabetic space, okay? Almost 12% of all the global health expenses are for diabetes, right? And so when we look at that and understand that we're going to really provide a quality of life and a convenience to those folks who have that affliction, and their ability to monitor themselves 24/7 and not have to spend so much money on strips and not have to prick their finger, which hurts, guys, that's a huge, huge feature that's coming out later this year. If we just capture 1% of the US market, that's worth $1 billion right there. Okay, so World, Quality, and Toshiba. Another problem, I'm going to skip the videos, guys. Be respectful of your time, okay? Most of you have already seen them anyway. Guys, we just released a BioZen, okay? So this is the next product. Since we're a technology company, you know, all of us, you know, you probably are aware by now of the harmful effects of electrosmog that comes from all these devices that are around us, our iPads, our tablets, our phones, our laptops, all this stuff, right? And what happens, guys, is this: the radiants that are coming, I'm not going to get too nerdy on you, okay? But this stuff fascinates me, right? So the radiants that are coming off of our devices, they're coming off in what's called peak radiance. And when they're coming off in peak radiance, they actually are harmful to us at the cellular level, okay? They're actually damaging our DNA. They're changing the structure of our blood cells. They're changing the structure of our water, the water cells in our body, okay? And you can see that in that graph. And so what happens, guys, is when you put this chip, it's a little sticker, when you put this chip on the device, it changes those radiants from peak radiance to smooth radiance. And what that does is it makes them not harmful, okay? So it's not blocking the radiance, it's changing the structure of them, okay? And so it's scientifically and medically proven to reduce the harmful effects of electrosmog and these radiants. It's certified by the Bureau of Veritas, which is like the gold standard of certification, guys. And so we're really excited about that. You know, you put it on all your devices, protect your family, protect your little ones, you know, put it on the baby monitors if you have really small children at home. So we're really excited to have that release. That's available to order right now, okay? So who's the genius behind all this? Well, his name is Fabio Galdi, guys, and he established World in 2011, but here's a couple things that I love about this guy, okay? And I'm very fortunate I had an opportunity to meet him back in December. A bunch of our leadership went to Miami, went to the corporate headquarters. We're able to hang out for a few days. You know, we spent, you know, an entire day in the boardroom just asking questions, okay? Understanding the vision. Here's the thing. He's made, that I love about him, okay? He's made his millions and millions and millions of dollars in the tech space, right? He's not a direct sales lifer, right? He's made his money in technology. And that's really important when we start thinking back to what Bill Gates said, is understanding where the world's going to go and get there first. Well, who better to understand where the world's going to go and get there first than somebody who is a tech genius? And I don't use that word very lightly, but here's some of his accomplishments at a very early age that'll kind of back up that word genius, okay? In 1994, guys, he founded the second largest internet service provider in Italy and the fifth largest in Europe. He was in his 20s, I believe, at that time, okay? He's not very old. He's about my age, which I'm not going to tell you. In 2002, he introduced one of the first touchscreen LCD personal computers to the marketplace. So, guys, that doesn't seem like a big deal today when everything is touchscreen, right? But think about 2002. The most advanced phone was a Razor. Touchscreens weren't on everything. So he was way ahead of his time in that. 2005, he developed one of the very first successful voice over IP platforms. That's how we talk through the internet, okay? So, guys, he's a genius. But also, too, he's one of the most humble guys. He has a real passion for this device. He has diabetes. He's, you know, very passionate about putting this device in the marketplace and really changing lives. And he's a very, very humble person. So we're led by a great leader and a great man in Fabio Galdi. So through that, guys, we've received some incredible recognition from the direct sales industry. And so before I kind of go through the accolades here, understand, guys, that direct sales is a huge industry, all right? Direct sales does more in revenue annually than football, baseball, and basketball and hockey combined, okay? More in revenue than those four huge American sports combined, right? There's over 12,000 companies in the industry. They're, you know, paid out over $85 billion in commissions last year. The industry has created more millionaires than any other industry in the world, right? And so when you're recognized as one of the top companies in that industry, well, that is really something to be proud of. So I'm going to, you know, gloat a little bit here and share a few things with you guys. The direct sales industry rates us as a AAA opportunity. We're ranked as the top 100 in momentum. We're ranked number 5, okay, out of 12,000 companies, right? Our CEO has been voted a top 10 CEO 2 years in a row. We're one of the top 10 visited websites, ranked number 4. Guys, here's something that's huge, because I know all of you are on here looking at this as a business opportunity. When you look at our comp plan, and I'm going to show it to you a little bit later, guys, we're one of the most lucrative, aggressive comp plans available, and that's indicated by the fact that out of the top 200 earners in the industry for 2015, we had over 10 people on that list, okay? And for 2016, that number is even bigger. Those numbers haven't come out yet, but they will be probably in April, so we'll share those with you at that time. Guys, top 100 list, that's the most prestigious list to be on, okay? We're ranked 77th after just 5 years, right? That number is going to definitely go up with what we've done with the Helo. Guys, most of the companies on that list have been around for decades, are in multiple countries with multiple products for decades. And, you know, so we're very, very honored to break into that list at number 77. More good news, guys, you know, keeps getting better, is we're a publicly traded listed company, okay? Our stock symbol is WRMT. You can see, you know, the growth. A year ago in January, it was like 26 cents a share. This January, a year later, it's $16 a share. It's staying right around that, $15 to $16 a share right now, guys. And so, you know, not only can you invest in the company and earn money by sharing the product, which we're going to talk about, but you can also invest that way if you choose to, and actually have a stake in the company that is really the fastest growing technology company in direct sales, as indicated by what we've done and what we're projected to do on the graph on the right. 2015, guys, 2015, we did $157 million in sales, and you know, all around the world, guys. That was before the Helo. Okay, we didn't release the Helo till last July. We launched that here in the United States in September, October. So since the release of the Helo, guys, that number, we did over $380 million in sales since the release of that, okay? So projection-wise, guys, a $1 billion company by 2018, a $2 billion company by 2020. I can tell you this, with what we've done with the Helo, what's coming out with blood glucose monitoring, Toshiba getting behind us and you know, allowing us to use some of their technology to power our device, as we're going to shatter those marks of a $1 billion company by 2018. So last thing I think I'm going to cover before I get into the comp plan, guys, is the global opportunity behind this business, behind this company. Here's what's great, guys. Yes, you're reading that top line right? Truly a global opportunity, 195 countries. And here's what's important. That's not going to be possibly down the road, anything like that. That's right now, today. Okay, so if you get involved in this company, in this business today, you can be on the phone tonight talking to people halfway around the globe and introducing this product and this business opportunity to them. And how cool is that, right? In my previous company, great product, great business, you know, it's a $1 billion company. They were global. They were in 4 countries after 5 years, and 2 of them I could drive to. Okay, so I'll let you figure that out, which 2 of those were. Okay, if you don't know the answer to that, text me and I'll get that for you. Okay, but that's not really global, guys. Global is 195 countries right now today. So, you know, I know we got over 70 people on this call. I'm sure, you know, many of them are from other countries. So that's fantastic. Guys, do me a favor. If you're from another country, jump in the chat box and just let me know where you're from, okay? Because maybe you got on here late. But then we also have the global offices, guys: China, Colombia, India, Ireland, Paraguay, Vietnam, the United States and Miami, Tunisia, Thailand, Bangkok. So we're headed there here in May, which we'll talk about, and then Moscow, Russia. So guys, truly a global opportunity. One of the things that excited me the most about this product. So, you know, how are we being so successful? Well, one of the things, besides an outstanding product, outstanding, you know, space, outstanding management, Fabio Galdi, is our global master distributors, Nat and Chanita. Okay, so to give you an idea, guys, the company's been around for 5 years. They joined the company less than a year ago. I think their anniversary is coming up in April, okay? And in a short period of time, they're already number 9 in the entire world in earnings, which is phenomenal, okay? That's, you know, listed in Business from Home. You can see it right there, you know, over, you know, it's a lot of money, guys, okay? You can go check that out if you want to. Their daughter and son-in-law are number 10 in the world. And then you see all those other people on that list, guys. Those are just the people in our company who are making 6 figures per month, okay? And what's amazing about them guys is, they're legends in the industry. They truly are. They've been in the industry for more than 25 years. They've earned in excess of $30 million. And, when we talk a little bit later about, the key components of getting involved in a business, you want to know that you have the absolute best leadership. Guys, this team is a direct line to these folks, our global master distributors, Nat and Shanita. So what are those 7 key components, guys? Well, we've kind of talked about it, so I'm just going to go through this real quick. The company, guys, 5 years, over $157 billion in sales in 2015. Those are some benchmarks. Every company that's ever done that is still in business today. So if you hit those milestones, you're essentially never going away, okay? And then we're absolutely 100% debt free, okay? The product is a category creator, all right? The trends, we talked about that. Being ahead of the wave, so you're investing your money instead of behind the wave and spending your money. Timing, the T in timing is more important than the T in talent. We talked about the team already, okay? The management. And guys, we're going to get into the comp plan right now, okay? So here's what I really love about the compensation plan is if you've looked at this, you're on here looking at this as a business opportunity, you looked at any other companies before, you've always, had that thing, well, look, here's our product, it costs X, but if you want to do the business, then it costs, this for your kid and all this other stuff, your website. And, there was always an extra fee to do the business, okay? Well, guys, with World, there is no extra fee to do the business. You just simply purchase product, okay? So we're going to get right into that and talk about the different packages that you can get involved with, okay? So the 3 steps to success, guys, is first, you just become a team member, okay? And I'm going to just get them all up here because I like to see them all at once and talk about them, okay? So there are the different packages that you can get involved with. The box set, guys, on the far left, it's a 1 Helo, 1 germanium stone plate, $319. Pretty simple, right? Guys, I'm going to tell you this. You get in where you fit in. I'm going to point out what I think and what, most of us feel is the most value for your dollar and how you're going to grow a business bigger, faster. But again, you get in where you fit in, okay? So the 2 packs that are the most popular are the family pack and the premium pack. And why is that? Well, simply, guys, your cost per Helo goes down, and most all of us have more than one person we want to monitor, okay? If you think it's important to monitor yourself, then probably you're going to want to monitor your children, your spouse, your in-laws, or maybe your in-laws, your parents, right? Okay, so the family pack and the premium pack, guys, are the most popular packages. The family pack, you can see right there, $1,349. You're going to receive the 4 Helos plus a 5th one for free. You're going to receive the 5 germanium plate sets. Guys, they're going to throw in a box of the bands, the colored bands. Some of you, you've seen some of the pictures of the different colored bands. So that's like a fashion accessory. So not everybody has to have black. They're going to throw that in. So when you add up the free Helo, guys, the 5th one for free, and the bands, the savings on that package from retail is almost $700, okay? So $696 in savings on that package, okay? So everybody likes to save money, and everybody likes free. So you get a 5th Helo for free. So that's the family pack. Now, maybe you have a little bit bigger family, or you actually like your in-laws, okay? So you need more than that, right? So the premium pack, outstanding value for your money, guys. You're going to get 5 Helos with that package plus a 6th one for free. So a total of 6. They're going to have all the 6 germanium plate sets. Guys, they're going to give every single Helo its own pack of bands, okay? So everybody in the family gets their own fashion accessories. I think it's 5 different colored bands in there. Yeah, it is. 5 different colored bands in there. So maybe you want to match it up to your outfits every single day or whatever. So guys, huge value there. The savings on that is $1,175. So again, I like to save $1,175. I don't know about you. And I would like a 6th free Helo for free, right? So guys, those are the 2 most popular packages, okay? Because again, all of us have people that we want to monitor. That's the whole idea behind this device, okay? And then you can go all in, guys. You can add bios into any of those packs. The bios in there are $1,350, 30 bios in plus 8 free. Again, more free stuff, right? Most told, hey, if it's free, I'll take it. So a total of 38. So you can put those on all your devices, and protect your family against electrosmog. So guys, the family pack, the premium pack, those are the most popular ones. Okay, so how do you earn money with these packs that are right here, guys? Whether you're getting involved as a customer or as a business partner, makes no difference, right? Because there's no extra cost. The company you get a free website, and the company, when you refer people to your free website to purchase this product, you're going to earn a fast start bonus of 10% from every pack and product that's sold. Okay, so 10% fast start bonus on all of the packs that are sold there. So real simple, guys. If you refer somebody to buy a family pack at $1,349, the company is going to pay you $135 for that. And back to my scenario with the Garmins at Dick's, I didn't get anything from Dick's. Okay, so real simple, guys. The first step is to become a team member. Okay, step number 2, I'll get it out here, is real simple, guys. Become a team builder. Okay, what does that mean? It just means you bring in 2 people, 2 business partners. Okay, one on your left and one on your right. And since we're talking about the family and the premium packs, real simple, we'll just kind of go with those numbers, right? So when you bring in your first person on your left with a family or a premium pack, and your first person on your right with a family or a premium pack, the company is going to pay and promote you. Okay, so how many people like to get paid and promoted? Right? Everybody, I'm guessing. Okay, I know I do. Right? Whether it's a traditional job or sales, everybody likes paid and promoted. So what happens when you do that? You bring in your first 2 and you become a team builder. You're going to go to 20% on your team volume commission. Okay, so as you build a team, that volume in your team, you're receiving 20% commission on that. Okay. I don't know about you, but 20% is better than 10%, right? If you bring in those first 2 people with the box set or the single Helo, you're going to be at 10% on your team volume commission. You can certainly work your way to paid and promoted on the 20%, but it's going, I like to work smarter, not harder. Okay. So in order to get to 20% with box sets or the single Helos, you'd have to bring in 5 people on your left, 5 people on your right. Okay. So again, it's easier to bring in 1 than 5. So easiest thing, bring in person on your left, person on your right, family or premium pack. You immediately go to 20% on your team volume commission. And here's what's great, guys. You only have to do this one time, and then you stay at 20% forever. Okay. So step number 2, become a team builder. Step number 3, guys, become a team developer. How do you become a team developer? Well, you just create a team builder on your left and your right. So real simple. It just means you help your 2 get their 2. Okay. You do that again, obviously, with family and premium packs. Then your 2 team builders are going to also be at 20% on the team volume commission. So guys, what you see right there on your screen is all the structure involved. You only have to do this once as well. Okay, doesn't matter what any of those people where they're at. 2 months from now, 6 months from now, or whatever. You never have to hit this rank or this structure again. Once you do it once, you're done. Put a check in the box in it forever. Okay, so team developer. Well, how important is that? What does that do for you? Well, guys, what that does is it opens up all the rest of the comp plan. Okay, and the rest of the comp plan, see what we're doing here. I'll speed it up a little bit. Okay, the rest of the comp plan, guys, is career path recognition, matching bonuses up to 10% for 10 generations, millionaire pool, car bonus, luxury bonus, millionaire clubs, the Diamond Life Tour, guys. We had a diamond trip to Dubai in January. After just 2 months, we had 5 people qualify for that trip. Our next diamond trip is in later in the year, in the fall or winter, December, November. So everybody on this call, guys, 70 people on this call, every single one of you can qualify for the diamond trip. Car bonus, $1,000, guys. There's a huge list of cars that you can get. $1,000 car bonus. That's pretty cool. You can get a pretty nice car for $1,000 a month, right? And then all sorts of other perks, guys. Gifts, watches, et cetera, et cetera. So let's talk about the check matching real quick so we understand that, okay? Basically what it is, guys, is it's the company's way of rewarding you for helping your team win, right? Everybody likes to win. Everybody wants to see their team win. And so you can see there as you progress through the ranks, right, which is just based on volume, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, double diamond, grand diamond, president, that's the volume in each one of your legs. So let's just look at diamond. Okay, so as a diamond, you've got 10,000 in sales volume on your left, 10,000 in sales volume on your right. Well, the company is rewarding you to 3 generations. And what's a generation? A generation, guys, your first generation, that first line that you see 10% all the way across, your generation 1 is everybody you personally bring into the business, okay? So let's just talk about that. Personally sponsored generation 1, let's say you get involved and then you bring in your brother Bob and your sister Mary, okay? Bob and Mary. And let's say, they're super, excited, and they go out their first week and they make $1,000. So Bob makes 1,000, Mary makes 1,000. The company's going to reward you with a 10% check match of $100. So you're going to make a $100 bonus with Bob and a $100 bonus with Mary. Okay. Fast forward that 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the road, Bob makes $10,000. Mary makes $10,000. You're still receiving a 10% check match on them because they're your first generation. So you would receive a $1,000 bonus and a $1,000 bonus, right? Guys, that's for as many people as you personally bring into the business. 10, 20, 200, 2,000, it doesn't matter, okay? Everybody those folks bring in are your second generation. Everybody those folks bring in are your third and your fourth and your fifth. All the way up, guys, you can see Grand President Millionaire, 10 generations deep, you're being paid check match, okay? So guys, that's a huge part of the comp plan. This is a 6-figure income by itself, all right? So let me recap real quick for you, the 3 ways you make money. The first way is whenever you sell one of the individual packs, or you share that or refer somebody and they buy it, you're going to receive a 10% fast start bonus, okay? You're going to receive, if you're building a business, hit team builder, you're going to be paid 20% on your team volume commissions for infinity, for life. And then the third way is check matching, which we just went over, okay? So how do we have such great retention with our customers and our business partners? Well, we have what's called a $59 loyalty membership, okay? And I'm just going to get it all out here because I'm going to show it to you in a little bit different order than what it's on here, okay? All right, so the loyalty membership, guys, real simple. It's a way to add value to the consumer, okay? So how do we do that? Well, the 2 most important ways that we do it is number 2, okay? The Helo App Pro. What the App Pro allows you to do, guys, because remember, this is a device to monitor your loved ones, okay? So with the App Pro, you're able to have more people monitored, 20 instead of 1, okay? And you're able to have more people programmed in for the SOS, right? So that's a huge value. So on the SOS, for example, you can have 3 people programmed in to be notified instead of 1. Well, think about it. You're in a meeting, you're away from your cell phone, something happens, your wife gets in an accident, your husband gets in an accident, you certainly would want more than 1 person programmed in there to be notified, okay? So that's the first value, $60 value, because it covers all 5 of the Helos when you purchase the family or premier pack, okay? The second thing it does is it gives you the protection plan for the Helo and the Infolio, okay? The Infolio is the phone, you see it there, guys. Haven't really talked about that much. It'll be released later this year. Incredible design. It's a smartphone, Italian, incredible technology behind it. It's got a screen on both sides. Super excited about that. It was actually designed by Antonio De Rosa. You can Google his name. He was with Apple, the Apple iPhone 5, 6, and 7 he helped develop. He's now with World. He's the genius behind some of the development of these products. And so with that, guys, the protection plan, drop it, break it, the dog eats it, you drown it, the company will replace that up to 2 times a year. You also earn an extra 1% in your team volume commission. So every single cycle, and our cycles, guys, are weekly. When that volume is paid on, you're going to receive a 1% bonus. They hold it in a money box or like a piggy bank. And after 12 months of being a loyalty member, they're going to pay that bonus out to you, okay? Guys, trust me, that can be hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for some people in the loyalty or in the money box, okay? Here's the other great part about it. Number 5, every single month when you spend $59, the company is going to give you 75 loyalty points. So we've all got loyalty programs where you earn points for miles or whatever. Well, ours is the only 100% loyalty money cash back loyalty program. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, you spend $59, they give you 75 loyalty points, right? A loyalty point is the equivalent of $1. So think about that for a minute. It's like going to your bank, walking up to the teller, handing her $59 and say, deposit that for me, please. And when she reaches over here and puts it in your checking account, she puts $75 in your checking account. Pretty cool, right? So what do you do with those loyalty points? Guys, those loyalty points allows you to purchase for free other World products and more World products. So you can get a free Helo, $319 value when you need a new a Helo for an extra Helo, right? You can get the germanium stones. You can get the Infolio phone, $600 value. So guys, tons and tons of value in the loyalty membership. As a business person, it allows you to earn commissions and keep all your sales volume, okay? You're going to receive extra 512 gigs of cloud storage. So again, it's just value after value after value. When you look at the investment, $708, that's what you're spending, and you look at the total value, guys, well over $1,400 when you factor in the loyalty box, the 1% bonus, right? Also, each month, guys, when your organization, all your customers and your team are enrolling people with the loyalty membership, you're receiving a fast start bonus every single month, okay? And that the $59 is equating to $30 of sales volume in your team volume commission in your sales organization that you're also being paid 20% on, okay? So guys, the loyalty membership, tons of value, tons of retention, adding real value to the consumer with the loyalty membership, all right? So guys, revolutionary company. I'm going to recap for you real quick here. Simple and lucrative, open in 195 countries, no joining fee. I love that part of it. No requalification. So once you hit team builder 20%, team developer, you only have to do that once. You never go backwards. Zero chargeback on subscriptions and no monthly shipping charges. So we're not sending product to your door every single month that you don't know what to do with, okay? So lifestyle, guys, last couple things I'm going to cover here. We are a global company, which is great. That means we get to travel to great places. So we're having our global conference in Bangkok on May 27th. Put that date down, get your tickets. I know tickets right now are not that expensive. There's some great deals going on. The ticket for the event is like $20, so that's not a big deal. As Bangkok is beautiful, Thailand is an amazing city. I'm going to be there for 10 days, so if you want to hang out with me, that'd be awesome. If you don't want to hang out with me, I get it, okay? So lifestyle, trips, super car bonus, guys. This is huge. If you love cars, if you don't love cars, I suggest you learn to love cars, right? If you hit the rank of President Millionaire 4 separate times between now and May 15th, the company is going to take you shopping and purchase of your choice, a Ferrari, Lamborghini, or a Rolls Royce, guys. Keys and title in hand, all right? So $250,000 car, that's a huge car bonus. You can see there on the right, Chad and Atita received their free Lamborghini in Dubai back in January, and Nat and Shanita picked up their free Rolls Royce, okay? If you don't like cars, guys, take the car and go and sell it, right? Buy a vacation home, okay? So just some of the recognition there, guys. We couldn't fit them all on there. We got, hundreds and hundreds of people who have had great success. But just so you understand, the team that you're joining is our global master distributors, number 9 in the world in total earnings, Shanita and Nat right there in the middle. Their daughter and son-in-law, Chad and Atita Chong, at the top of that, number 10 in the world in earnings. And then Tuan and Van Nguyen, great friends of mine, guys. That's our leadership team, our direct line leadership team. So as somebody who's looking at this as a business opportunity, you could not be joining a better team than those folks right there. So guys, in just kind of summarizing and closing up for you guys, get you off the line here. It's just recap for you real quick. No competitors, creating a space, no joining fee, no requalifications, guys, a category creator. So getting there first, understanding where the world's going to go and get there first, huge. 195 countries, all the check matching, the 21% on the binary, and unbelievable retention. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is just these two scenarios right here, okay? Positioning is key. The T in timing is more important than the T in talent, right? It's real important, guys. listen, there's three types of people here. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but here's the thing. You're on here looking at this as a business opportunity. This is the most simple system I've ever seen, because if you can do what whoever invited you to this, they sent you a 2-minute video, they sent you a 7-minute video possibly. You know, you can do that in like 2 seconds, right? If you can text, you can do this business, okay? Then you had questions. The product's amazing. It sells itself. It's a mass market device. That you wanted more information. They put you on this Zoom presentation, and I did all the talking, right? So, guys, it's a simple process to do, okay? 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, that's up to you, but it doesn't take parties and driving all over town and all that good stuff, right? It's a technology company, and we've built this team over 1,500 to 1,700 people, I think right now. I lose track of it, almost entirely virtually with Zoom presentations. I think we've had 3 live events, seriously, okay? And so positioning is key. And what do I mean by that, guys? The opportunity is great whether you get in now or whether you get in later. But here's the thing. We had 70-something people on this call tonight, 80-something people last night. We do these Zoom presentations all the time. The people who get in first benefit from the people who get in later, okay? You understand that graph. I don't have to explain that to you. You join tonight, the people who join tomorrow, their efforts are going to benefit you, right? And just like, there are some absolute rock stars in this industry who are joining our organizations, and, you would love it and benefit from it when you get involved first and those people come after you, okay? So now versus later, guys, nobody ever says they wish they'd gotten started later, okay? Never, right? It's always, man, I wish I'd have done that sooner. So that's the opportunity you have as you sit here tonight, is to be one of the very early people in this organization and benefit from the efforts of others, and the ability to build a big business if that's something you want to do. So, guys, there's always 3 kinds of people on the line, and whether you're A, B, or C, that's okay. C is you have 0 interest. That's all right. We don't have that too often, but if this isn't for you, we get it. Certainly you know somebody who can benefit from this product or benefit from earning some extra money. So please refer that person back to the person who invited you on this call. Person B is somebody who loves all the information, but they just have a couple of questions they want to get answered. So guys, please get back with the person who invited you on this call, and they'll get you with the leadership to answer those questions. And then guys, person A is already texting whoever invited them on this call and saying, hey, I'm in, I get it, I see the vision, I see the product, I see the business opportunity, and they want to get started right away so that they can benefit from the people who get involved tomorrow. So if that's you, let me be the first one to welcome you to World, and welcome you to the Helo. And guys, I appreciate your time so much tonight. Thank you for joining us on a Tuesday night, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Again, my name's Darren. Appreciate you all. Have a great evening, and talk to you again. All right.